So after you guys go live, if you can take the link and post it in the group, you'll get a lot more people watching.
Wow, I look like a ghost. This camera really does not do me any favors.
Your cat eye's still going strong, though.
Yeah, at least. Thank God for small blessings.
That's right. Come on. Where is it? View channel, live. There it is. Share. Sorry, everybody, if you're already watching. I'm trying to pin this in the group so everybody can see it, because this is a very off time to have a very special episode with a very special friend. And I thought you might want to join. So hold on a minute. Paste. Done.
Now, are we going to be able to see the chat?
Yes.
Does it appear on the screen, the black part of the screen?
There should be a button on the side that says comments. Click on that and it'll bring up the chat.
What's up, Seth and G-Man, Andrew?
So Andrew Smith is a bit of a metallurgy expert.
Oh, and, okay.
Andrew, did you get anywhere with Facebook? Have you created an alter ego to let you in? We learned last week that Andrew is not allowed to participate in Facebook.
What'd you do?
He was accused of a crime I'm sure he didn't commit.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I'm still allowed to participate in Facebook.
Right? I know. Well, let's hope he gets in, because I want to pick his brain about steel a lot more than we get a chance to on this platform.
Hey, projectiles.
We'll try to get you guys out of here in time to watch the series finale of Euphoria. Don't worry. I dabble. No Facebook progress. Haven't tried. Election interference. Guilty. Allegedly. Andrew,
Hey,
say
Randy.
it after me. Yeah. Our friend Randy's here.
I see that. We manifested him.
Yeah. Sarah is with an H, everybody.
Yeah, projectiles. You don't know that yet?
Boo.
I got to be a menace on all the lives I go on.
Yep. We, Sarah and I have been in a chat going on for a while now about Blade Show and the planning and all this stuff. And I thought it'd be cool to do it live, since you're going to be there and I'm going to be there. And I'm hoping that we can spend some time walking the show together and try to record some good audio. I bought some microphones, so
I'm bringing mine too.
Yeah, we should be able to put some lapel mics on and record some stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to need you to introduce me to some other makers.
Yeah, definitely.
Last year it was Vero. I got to meet Joseph Vero and his team, and Kunwu were the two that stood out, really.
They don't get cooler than Joseph Vero, and they're not more irresistible than Sergio. That dude, he's a savage. He's going to be there. His bride will not be. She couldn't make it. Couldn't get a visa. So I'm told it's really hard right now.
Yeah.
So, but he was able to be there. I think it's weird when you live in Europe. You end up with multiple passports.
Right.
He's got like 5 passports. So some of them have no trouble, and some of them do. So, he'll be at the show for sure. Who are you looking forward to seeing?
Everybody. I think there's people that I haven't met in person that I get to meet in person at the show that I'm looking forward to. But the Millie Club, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing the Millie Club.
Absolutely.
I think it's the people that I haven't met in person.
Yeah,
it's fun.
I think you're gonna have a lot more people know who you are this year, for sure.
Last year I noticed a jump, and then I think you're right. I've threatened a few people, but I don't know what they look like, so they have more of a threat on me.
If you guys if you guys didn't know, Sarah goes live at least once a week, if not twice a week, with knifehub.com. You can catch them on YouTube. And she and Gene have a studio. I'm very impressed by that. You guys are really big time now. You got
Yeah, we are.
studio, you got microphones, you got a backdrop. It's
That's
pretty
all
great.
Gene's work. He put in a ton of time on that studio. I just get to sit in a chair and listen to Gene.
It's in the back of the shop.
So yeah, it's the building in the far back. You have to walk
Okay.
a bit. It's gonna be fun in the winter. It already was fun in the winter, but I told him we need a golf cart.
I love that you guys have your own like jargon. You have your own inside jokes now. Like the trust tree is really funny.
Yeah, Gene's hilarious. One of the guys mentioned that Gene went live at his cabin this last weekend and he got more views than I do normally. And I was like, yeah, they're here for Gene. They love Gene. I mean, his rants are fantastic.
Don't feel sorry for me. Don't feel sorry for me.
I'm just being a baby. Like it's hilarious. And they'll say like, let Sarah talk. It's just like, I'm not, I think it's funny. I love listening. So it's a lot of fun.
My favorite thing to do now is to wait for the vaguely dirty clip, and then I'll record. I'll back up 30 seconds and I'll screen record it and send it to you later.
It's funny because we have to keep it like, well, we think we have to keep it vaguely dirty on the live, but yeah, there's times
it's funnier to dance around it than it is to run right at it.
Yeah, and looking at the camera like the Office style is
right.
hilarious.
The breaking the fourth wall and just staring right at the camera.
Just staring at it. Just
right.
What are you gonna do about it?
Yeah, I had a friend years ago that he would always go one step too far in the joke, and we all learned to just say nothing.
So
we'd just all be really quiet when he went too far, and then he'd go, "Somebody talk."
That's hilarious.
We would not move on. Yeah.
That's funny. That's what you gotta do sometimes. I'm gonna try closing this blind and seeing if the cat.
Yeah, what's with this angelic, ethereal lighting?
I don't know.
Big head. Come on.
The cat was watching out the window, my roommate's cat, so I was letting him live his best life here.
Yeah. Perfect. See what it did there?
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah. So Blade Show, it's that time of year. We always know it's coming, but it still feels like it sneaks up on us nonetheless. We've got you have a further trip than I do, but we're on our way to Blade Show this week.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm excited about it. I'm always excited about it. And the first year I went, it was all about the knives. And then the second year I went, it was about going to see my old friends. And now I don't even know if I'm going to buy a knife. Like last year I bought a pen. I don't think I bought a knife at all.
I'm buying a knife this year. I'll buy like little knives, but I haven't bought my birthday knife yet. So that is one of my quests this year is to figure out what I want to buy. But
for me, I struggle with what to carry because I don't want to go to the Vero booth without a Vero in my pocket, and I don't want to go to the Kunwu booth without a Kunwu in my pocket, right? So, and I definitely can't go to a Spyderco booth without a Spyderco in my pocket. So
I'll be having Spydercos.
What's that?
I'll be having Spydercos.
Right. So I for me, it's like I got all these obligatory knives I need to carry so that I can have it with me when I show up. Like nothing makes Eric Glesser happier than when you whip out a Spyderco and show it to him.
That's awesome. Yeah, I kind of am tempted to get a Vero. I love his stuff, but I've just been spending so much money lately on my dog, on my sister's wedding, that it's just like I'm on a budget here. But Blade Show is like my favorite weekend of the year, so I might splurge a little bit. I did buy myself a birthday gun though, so I'm kind of
happy birthday gun. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Seth, you're going to be there, right? Right? That's a must.
Seth will be there assuming his flight gets in. He has the worst luck getting out of New York. Oh my God. No. There was one year he showed up. He showed up something like 40 minutes before we were leaving for the early bird line. So he finally got to the Airbnb and got like 25 minutes sleep.
Oh.
And Tom was dragging him out of the building with a whistle.
Oh, that's painful. Yeah. Is Tom going this year?
No, he can't make it.
Wow.
Yep.
Is his mom coming? She still hasn't accepted my friend request on Facebook.
It's
been like a year.
We need Tom's mom to come.
Yeah, bring a chicken. Bring one for me. I'll carry a
Um,
chicken around Blade Show.
what you really want is pistachios. They grow pistachios on the farm, and I got a bag one time, and they were amazing.
I love this woman.
She's amazing. She sends me cards sometimes. She'll send me a birthday card or a Christmas card.
So she has time to grow pistachios, but not time to accept my friend request?
Obviously, she doesn't know it's there. She knew it was there. She would accept it.
We would be best friends.
Can you revoke it and send it again?
I'd have to go look for it, but yeah.
You could do that.
Are you guys doing the gummy bear eating competition? Bless you.
When you say the word gummy bear, it makes me sneeze.
Oh, okay, got you.
I don't know. I've never entered. Do you think I have a chance?
Well, are you guys going to do it?
I'm not involved in it. It's a Rich Cox joint. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, we're friends.
It will absolutely happen. And you need to see it if you've not seen it. A bunch of savages just going down on gummy bears.
Yeah, I missed it.
Yeah.
This last year. I want to see it. I want to film it.
I think that's a good idea. We need to document it and preserve it for all time.
So Desiree, one of the girls that comes down with me, Des, she had this idea to get stickers from each booth and then take it to the pit afterwards and get like one of those trifold boards and do a sticker competition, like who has the best stickers based on a couple different categories. So we might be doing that. Arts and crafts.
Sarah has a Christian rock vocal group with 2 other girls, and yeah, we'll both be there.
The Knife Hub girls.
Yep. They call themselves the cavalry.
The what?
The cavalry.
Yeah, we come riding into town.
Right.
That's funny. They'll get a kick out of that. They love being the Knife Hub
Winning
girls.
hearts and saving souls. It's amazing.
And keeping it classy the entire time.
Right. With a cow gun.
Yes, exactly. I will be bringing utter chaos, both metaphorically speaking.
I'm expecting an unpleasant interaction with somebody, so I'm going to keep you close.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Ooh, tea.
Yeah.
What?
That's an offline tea.
Oh, okay, got you. Typically is.
See, Seth's friends with Mama Moore.
She doesn't want to be best friends with me.
The name of the farm, by the way, is Me and More.
Stop.
Yeah.
Can she fit one more in?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, Seth, definitely. Oh, for the early bird line, can I come stand next to you guys?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yep. I think Seth's going to be there. Seth, is Blake coming? I know Ryan can't make it this year. Sean's not coming. Yeah. But yeah, there'll be plenty of Millie people in the line early.
Is Hope coming?
Hope, I think, is coming.
Yes.
Yep. Speaking of, did you happen to hold one of her Techno 2s?
No.
This is a dealer exclusive.
I love her stuff.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's LMAX steel. It has a really nice stonewash blade. See that?
Ooh.
It's a smoky stonewash.
How many for a dealer special? How many do you have to buy as a dealer?
Spyderco says that if you're going to do a Taichung exclusive, you have to do a minimum of 800 pieces, but that doesn't mean that they'll actually deliver 800. It can be plus or minus 10%.
You're paying for 800?
No, you might get as many as 800 and 960, or you might get as little as 720, somewhere in that range, right? So it's plus or minus 10%, but whatever they make. And this was a smaller run than that. This was, I think she said she had 600 she was going to make available.
Okay.
And then she's holding back a few just in case. What dealers will do a lot of times is they won't drop every single knife. Right. Because if there's, let's say you can't inspect them all, right? But let's say 10 of them go out and there's undesirable defects. You want to be able to replace them from inventory because Spyderco can't give you a replacement.
Right.
So they'll hold some back. But I know that this was a pretty limited run. It's a Techno 2, and the Techno 2 has the cool blade shape.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like the Techno 3.
Kind of a sheepy thing going on here. We've got fat carbon on the handle.
Love it.
And then these cool blue standoffs. The factory model comes green. So these are blue, but really good looking knife. And also, the price is the same as the standard model.
Really?
Pretty good.
Wow. It's crazy. Hey, Marco.
Jason, Sarah, Tristan. Is Tristan the cat?
No, projectiles, I believe.
Oh,
His name is Tristan.
I thought maybe he knew your cat.
No, that's Mitchell. So that's my
Mitchell.
roommate's cat, Mitchell McFlurry. He's a ragdoll cat. He's a big baby. The Knight's Edge. What's up?
Love
Yeah,
y'all
the
sticker.
stickers. Yeah, we need to get restock on the stickers. We need to restock on a lot of things.
Yeah, I had a stack of them from last time I was in the store, and every time I sell a knife, I like to stuff it with stickers. So
Yeah,
they've all gone out.
I'll have to bring more for
Yeah,
Blade.
absolutely.
Yeah, I'll get it. I don't have any of the square ones, we'll call them, but I do have the blue ones.
You said you wanted to meet some new makers.
I want to see what everyone's getting so excited about, because when you're going for Knife Hub, which I love, you're kind of, what's up, Big Ams? You're looking at the dealers you already stock and getting content, or manufacturers you already stock, to get content from them.
Yeah.
But I like talking to the true collectors like y'all, because then I get to know like who's the niche groups that I should be meeting. Like last year was Kunwu, and now we have Kunwu in the shop. And we almost did Vero, but we chose Kunwu over Vero. So keep that coming.
You can't carry everything, and I think it's better to go deep into the brands you trust than to carry a little bit of everything, because if you don't have them all, it sort of robs credibility a little bit.
Right.
When I was in the guitar game, I had a brand that we had sold for years, and we only ever stocked 3 of them, and we'd sell 3 a year.
Yeah.
And the idea was like, why would we carry more? We don't sell very many as it is. But then one year we just got the hair up, got wild hair, and we decided to go deep, and we carried 15 of them.
Yeah.
And it was a huge investment, but all of a sudden we were selling 3 a month instead of 3 a year.
Yeah.
So the sales went up 12x just because we had a variety. You didn't have to go somewhere else to try the other one.
And Gene, I remember you telling that to Gene. He still brings up that example, and we talk about it when we're deciding what to do, because picking inventory is hard on a budget. And then, we have, and I like talking to you guys about the knives because you teach me so much too. I get to handle the really cool stuff. I don't have a whole lot of time to research everything, because I also sell guns too. So I'm dealing with the knives in store most of the time. And I like working with people who have experience in this stuff. So you want to say hi? You want to say hi? No, he doesn't want to say hi. I like talking to you guys.
A lot of specs in the old brain. A lot of things to know.
Yeah, I appreciate everyone else's experience. People keep saying I really want to talk to the guys at Three Rivers.
I think Three Rivers is a great choice. And I know you've talked a lot about Giant Mouse too. And Seth, by the way, is good friends with everyone at Giant Mouse. So pick his brain at Blade Show. You'll get a take on that. But yeah, the thing I like about both Giant Mouse and Three Rivers is the price point is good. There's a lot of options under 300, and if you think about, $1,200 knives are awesome, but how many will you sell in a month, right? Versus the 200 or 300, it starts to become easier to pull the trigger and just do it. And both of them make great knives. I think for TRM, the thing that really makes me excited is that they've been making them in the United States for a long, long time, and they're kind of like Marianne and her husband. What is it, Jim Halpern? I think. Is it Jim? I think I got it wrong. Mr. Halpern. They've been around for 40 years making knives. And Les, thank you, Seth. His name is Les.
You were close.
They've been around a long, long time. I know they've had a close relationship with Spyderco. So they're kind of, there have been times where Sal worked with Les on projects and vice versa. Okay. So there's kind of a common tie there. Yeah, Les is well known to be a titanium expert. So
Yeah, that's what I've heard because they were making hardware correct before they started making knives, if I remember correctly.
they were making tie products before the rest of the industry had really kind of come to it.
Right.
So I'm not saying like one person had the idea and it just over and it, you know, they get all the credit, but it takes somebody like Chris Reeve or Les Halpern to bring it to the forefront and really go all in order to change the industry. But those guys have been around that long. So
Yeah.
there's a lot to talk about with TRM. And they make great knives, and they make different sizes of knives, and they make different locks, and you know the options are there. The other thing I like about TRM is they're very customizable, so you can buy. I know I've got one TRM and I have 6 different kinds of scales for it, so it makes it real easy to scale swap.
Okay.
So if I want to carry an orange knife, I can do it. If I want to carry a knife with carbon fiber, I can do that.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I definitely want to talk to them because people have been like talking to McNeese. I think just from what I've seen that TRM might be the way to go right now with our budget.
It's a little bit like trying to decide between Cadillacs and Chevys. You know,
So
they're
hard.
not the same.
Yeah, it's because we have such a broad target audience too. Because we see a lot of people in store that they don't really, they're just getting into carrying a knife and they just view it as like a pocket knife.
Right.
And then online we're dealing with people who are more knowledgeable and they're looking for specific things, so it's really hard to please both audiences.
Yeah, I think it's you want to think about your target audience, your customer base, you know, what is it that's going to make them go, I'm in. You know,
Mhm.
whether it's their first knife or their second knife. I think McNeese is more like you'll probably sell most of them to people that are out there on the internet looking for one and they
Mhm.
can't find the one they want in stock. But you have it, so they'll buy it.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not, I don't think, and this isn't anything against McNeese, but you get people in our shop most of the time they see a $800 knife, they're going to be like, "Okay, show me the $100 knives."
Right.
That's what we deal with a lot in store.
Yeah. And I think most of the new people that join the milling club, we watch an evolution in their buying. I'm
Uh-huh.
watching. There's a guy that's like all over the place right now. His name is Trip, and Trip's only been in the group maybe 5-6 months, and he's already gone from like buying 300 Spyderco to reselling them all. It's gone through his system, and now he's moving on to other brands. So I'm watching the arms race go and escalate. Like, you know what I mean? He's selling off 4 PM2s and he's buying a McNeese. And then he's like, well, which CRK should I get? So then he's getting that next. And then which
Yeah.
Koenig should I get? So
Yeah.
he's already into the $800 range. You know, it's
That's
not hard to
another,
do.
I want to stop by Koenig. I want to meet him if I could.
Yeah. Yeah. The knives he's bringing to the show for the show pieces, they're just works of art this year.
Okay.
He's on another level. He's working with meteorite inlays. He's doing a lot of hand fitting of these little parts, and it's pretty amazing.
I do want to try to get a video with Matt from ProTech.
Yeah.
He's my guy.
Yeah.
And then that's a big one for me. I would love to get some content with him and just content with Microtech if they'll allow it. I know they've got a new social media guy. Maybe I do a once over when I walk the show, and then I kind of go back and dig, and then I meet up with someone like you, and then you show me where the hidden treasures are, like Sergio.
Everyone watching, anyone within the sound of my voice, go see Kunwu. You're gonna want to meet
Yes.
Sergio.
Don't even go just for the knives. Go for the experience with
Yeah.
Sergio.
Yeah. Bigger than
The
life.
pirate.
I was recommended to see a maker named Ulysses Robert. I don't think he pronounces it Ulysses. I believe he's French, but his name is Ulysses Robert, and I'm told that this guy's legit.
Ulysses Robert. That's a very historical name. Ulysses S. Grant
Yeah.
and Robert E. Lee.
I didn't think about it like that. I was thinking the Greek hero.
I, I was like, Civil War.
You're right.
War.
The Night Edge just realized that you also do guns. Yes. So Sarah works for the Knife Hub, which is a part of Wicked Trigger Firearms. So she has lots of fun at work, whether it's guns or knives. She's got it going
You gotta
on.
know a lot of laws and a
Yeah.
lot of product knowledge. There's
Yeah.
it's so funny when people like they get mad at me if I get a fact wrong on one of my videos. They get so mad in the comments. It's like, okay, pause. Try doing what I do with hundreds of products in this store, and I gotta pick one. And then I gotta get every fact right. And then they like to contradict me when I know I'm right. It's a lot of fun. I like the comment sections.
Yeah, everybody's waiting for a mistake.
Oh yeah, the sharks are circling, especially from a female. And if they
Right.
can't, I had some guy get offended that he could see my feet in my videos, just in the background. It's just like, they're kind of attached to me.
Well, number one, maybe he's feeling manipulated. Number two, maybe he has a secret foot thing, and then three, I kind of feel like you do it on purpose. Feet get clicks. I can't explain why they get clicks.
Well, I'm showing the knife. If my feet happen to be in it and that's a problem for you, move on to the next video.
Yeah, yeah. I shot a video once of a knife where I was like leaning on a wall, and I had my legs crossed, like I'm standing right, and I was just doing this. And I'm leaning on a wall, and I'm flipping the knife, and I had 500 comments about my feet, my legs, my jeans.
I
Other
know.
things I won't mention here. My mom might be watching. But yeah, it was felt like I was being objectified.
Yeah.
But you like the knife? It's a good knife.
Yeah, but like anyway, back to the knife. Like you can't even see my whole foot.
Right. It's out of focus. I looked twice. It's out of focus. Don't worry about it, guys. It's okay.
It's like, sir, if you want slutty knife content, this is not the
There's
channel for
plenty
it.
out there. Yeah.
Yeah, this is not the
When
channel.
you're dead cat, you'll hit it.
Yeah, like go join the Microtech group. We're not here for that.
Ulysses S. Lee saved us from the aliens on July 4th,
That's what it
1969,
was.
along with Eleanor Roosevelt and JFK.
The
False.
summer of 69.
Eleanor was an alien. We all know that.
We're
Quiet Carry is not going to be a Blade. I think Quiet Carry goes to the West Coast shows. That is a company that I would really like to get to know. I need to talk to Sammy. Have you met Sammy DeWalt yet? He'll be at the show. Sammy is easily the nicest guy in the community. He's the nicest, kindest person.
Nicer than Ben Peterson.
Yeah, I'd like to see Ben and Sammy have a nice off. It's hard to tell. Sammy is close with the Quiet Carry guys. He seems to know them really well. And he is admin in their group, in their Facebook group. Okay. So if you want to know about Quiet Carry, he's your guy. But that's an outstanding line. Really well done.
I just did the used Quiet Carry that we have in shop. And every time I pick that knife up and play with it, it's like, this is phenomenal.
Yeah. They're a weird company. When they first hit the market, they were really coy about where their stuff was made. They didn't talk about it. And they didn't advertise it. And they were kind of, you could say they were quiet about it. But then later on, they finally realized that it was causing some friction. Just not saying nothing was worse than saying something. So they released a list of their knives. And they had it broken down by like model. And what I'm learning is that they're kind of a hybrid product. So some of them are made, you can say all the parts are made in Taiwan, but not to completion. And then they're brought to the United States and they're assembled here.
Okay, yeah.
To varying degrees. And then also some of the things they said, it doesn't make sense that other things aren't also done here. Like they said, the coating is done in the United States. Well, if the coating is done in the US, that means assembly is done here because they don't coat it here and mail it back, right?
Right.
So anyway, all that to say that they're still a little mysterious about it, but I think they're more transparent than a lot of knives companies. And I think they make a great product.
Is their steel considered American-made steel after their 5-step process?
No, they're using Vanex steel.
Are we sure?
Are we sure it's Vanex? No, I'm not. I don't have that testing equipment to verify.
Well, it probably tests like Vanex.
It tastes like Vanex.
Tests.
Right.
when you test it. Yeah. I
I want
Thank
to try a
you. Nice
drift. Never held one. Randy, I'll mail you mine if you want. It's kind of heavily modified, but I'll send it to
Yeah.
you.
Not a big surprise. They hate us because they ain't us. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I think some people get mad.
One thing Quiet Carry does well is most of their knives are totally safe in the ocean. So it's Vanex steel, it's LC200N, it's titanium, and the whole knife can just bathe in salt water all day and it won't hurt it. So it's an important design criteria for people near the ocean.
Right. I had a guy from Australia. This was just like a random, let's say Thursday. And this guy stopped in from Australia with a friend of his, and he's telling me how he saved a whale using a Spyderco salt series, like Para 3 fully serrated.
Wow.
Yeah, just a random Thursday at Knife Hub. It's just like, I saved
You
a
know,
kitten once.
did you know that they make a whale rescue blade?
Really? Probably based on this guy's life. He was like a superhero.
It's like 14 inches long and it's curved and it's serrated on one side and it's got a big blunt end on it that's rounded over. So you can take this on a stick and you can shove it underneath the rope that's tied around the whale, and then you just do this and pop it and the rope will come loose from the whale.
Spyderco makes this?
They did. Rich Cox has one. Yeah, Dan Tan has one. Of course he does.
Of course he does. You know, I miss talking to him. He would send me pictures of his CZs, but then I took a break from my Facebook. But I'm back now,
Yeah.
so he can start sending me pictures of his CZs again.
Poor guy had COVID the week before his last shooting tournament, so he had to go. He had to go shoot, and it sounds like I think Dan's had COVID like 6 times, and every time he gets it affects him the same way. It really attacks his lungs, and now anyway. He had to go, and he had to fight it anyway. He had to play hurt, I guess is the right way to put it. But yeah, I competed a couple weeks ago.
Well, I'm glad he's better-ish, right?
Should be.
Okay.
Yeah, I hope so.
Well, he reacted to one of my posts today, so he's alive, or else someone else is running his account.
We missed having you in the group. I know there's been a lot of times where I've gone to tag you and I'm like, no, she's not around.
I've had stuff to share, and it's just like, oh wait, I'm on break.
Yeah.
It's been like, guys, wait. I missed the community on Facebook. Like, I don't even feel like scrolling. It's just like I missed the community. So
yeah. Yep. It's okay to step away at times, and the mental health break is important. Tom and I sometimes will text each other and go, I need to not look at Facebook for like a week. I'm going to delete the app out of my phone. So you're in charge. And he'll go, okay, fine.
Yeah. I get on there like day one, and like my ex had posted something stupid about needing a girlfriend, but not wanting one. And I was like, that's it. I'm gone again. Like, I can't do this. Like, what? He got muted. But yeah, it's just like, I hate it here. This is a dumpster fire.
Yeah, life's too short to follow ex-boyfriends.
Oh yeah, no, and he's not. I don't need to see your emotions on your timeline. That's really weird.
No, I'm not going to keep you from your dream person.
Yeah, you go, and it's probably himself.
Go find him or her and be happy.
Go find what you need is Jesus.
So right.
I didn't comment. I simply muted him and moved on with my life and posted a picture of my dog.
Good job.
But back to Blade Show. We aren't doing our pancake truck like we had discussed doing last year. Remember that discussion?
We were gonna take over the world with a pancake truck, weren't we?
We were gonna be making pancakes in a food truck in the lobby or outside, probably in the outside.
I blame myself.
What?
I blame myself. It was a really good idea, and it's squandered. We wasted it. Now the world knows.
And doing phenomenal pocket check videos.
We could do pancake check videos.
Yeah, we still got time. I mean, I'm sure we can pull some strings and get a pancake truck or a griddle. You can get a griddle.
Like yeah, I could bring my next grill. I just got one of those 36-inch, Blackstone knockoffs.
And you pay the Domino's or whoever, Papa John's pizza guys that they have there enough money, they'll leave for the day and come back later.
Right.
we don't need the money from the pancakes, right? I mean, what? You can make 1,000 pancakes for like $10, right?
I don't know. I haven't done the math on that, but I know we could make $1 for sure.
Yeah.
A couple years back, they had a shawarma booth. It was amazing.
A shawarma booth would be
Yeah.
even better.
Yeah, it was good. It was better than waiting nine hours for a $14 Chick-fil-A. Sarah, this is the second live in a row that your exes have been brought up. We talking
No, we're
about
not
the
talking the
Amish.
Amish one. That was years ago. He was a nice guy.
Was he a Yoder?
No, he was a Miller.
A Miller. Oh, wow.
Miller. I would go from Thompson to Miller. Classic. At this point, I'll probably end up marrying someone with the last name of Thompson, and we'll have to do like a DNA test before we get married.
I've got a bunch of Yost in my family origin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on both sides, my mom and my dad.
Wow.
Maybe I'm related to myself. Hard telling.
You could be.
It could be.
You could be your own grandpa.
I am my own grandpa. Great song.
Do I consider? Yes, I do.
Did you happen to see the what's his name? Ken Rossi posted an interactive Blade Show map that you can go through and you can tag the booths that you want to see. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. No, day 1, day 2, day 3. You can tag them, and then it auto maps it for you, and it shows you where they are in the show, and it even gives you a path. So if you want to map it so you don't miss anything, you can.
Can you send that to me?
Yeah. Everybody should go look at that right now because Ken posted it and almost no one saw it.
That's phenomenal.
I'm going to make it a favorite post at the top of the group. Rossi.
I always end up just like, it feels like I'm just doing circles and I feel so unorganized.
It's a very, yeah, me too. But also I feel constricted if I make a plan.
Yeah. And then I show up and I'm like, I have no plan. What am I doing?
Right.
And I want to get content.
I leave angry that I didn't see everything I wanted to see, but at the same time, I don't want to plan it.
And my main thing is content because I want to get as much for Knife Hub as possible. So I'm just kind of like, oh, what do I do? I do want to talk to some of the manufacturers on Friday, and then the girls will come with me on Saturday. So I want to kind of pre-order the content. Like, hey, can I stop by and do a pocket check video or a new product release video with you tomorrow?
Are you guys going to perform at the First Evangelical?
Down the street. Say they don't really sing. I'm the only one that sings.
You don't have to sing. You just have to.
I'll bring my violin.
Like you, yeah. No, you can overdub later. Do you think Beyonce really knows how to sing? I don't.
That would be hilarious.
Okay, here's the thing. Let me unlock this planner here. There we go.
Absolutely not, Rick. I'm not singing right now.
So
the
here we go.
Quality would not do it justice.
We've got our planner, right? So let's go. Let's look for Kunwu.
Is he still in the baller room?
Looks like it. No, 1652. He's not in the baller room anymore. So I want to see him day 1.
They grow up so fast.
I know, right? I also want to see. You want to see Three Rivers.
And they're kind of back in the corner normally, I think.
Yep. Looks like he's next to Kunwu, actually.
Oh, we are efficient.
And then we also want to go to Spyderco, of course.
Spyderco, which they're on the opposite side of the room, right?
101. Yeah, the absolute opposite side. And then I also want to go to Koenig because Koenig's on the way.
Okay. And I need to meet Jeff Loffer.
Right. I'm also going to go to Vero because Joseph. Okay, so now I did it. Now watch this.
You have a crush on Joseph.
Women want him, men want to be him.
I think you said that about Gene too.
I did. Check it out. I stole it from Austin Powers International.
Yeah, I've definitely heard it.
Joke. So check it out. You go in the main entrance and you turn left and you go to Spyderco.
Yep.
And then this takes you to Koenig.
Oh.
And then you go to Vero. And then you go over here and we have Kunwu and Three Rivers. Isn't that great?
It's fantastic.
This thing's pretty sweet.
What's even more fantastic is that I know exactly where you're talking about. Like I'm such a veteran.
Satisfied sniff.
Yeah. And then does everyone go to the pit like both like Friday night and Saturday night?
You can go Thursday night too.
I will not. I will be dead on Thursday night.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to town, and then I'm gonna pick up my my wristlets, whatever they're called, wrist passes, and then go to the hotel, and then probably take a nap, and then figure out where the boys are. Probably hang out for a little while, and then be up early at the Kraka on Friday.
Wait,
And
do I have to have my wristband before showing up? I can't remember.
You can get it the morning of.
Yeah.
It's a little more hectic, but you can do that.
It'll have to be.
I think they don't let you in to get your wristband until 8.
Okay.
So.
And I go up to the will call and then back down.
So you'll stand in line early, and then it's when the doors finally open, you can go inside and go to the will call and get your pass, and then you come back out and then get in line. Seth thinks it's 7. Could be 7.
I think I got there at like 8 last year because I come stand with you guys. Does anyone want coffee? I'll do a coffee run.
Coffee. That coffee shop in the lobby of the hotel does a ton of business that morning.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
I went to the Dunkin' Donuts down the street. Seth, you can message me the day of and I'll get coffee. Coffee. I'll bring coffee. So I can get mocked for my accent that I don't have.
You do have a way of talking, that central Michigan accent. I know it when I hear it.
Yeah, I heard someone say that too. That they would pick it up in a room full of Midwesterners. They would know who was from Michigan.
It's not nearly as obnoxious or vulgar as like Wisconsin or Chicago
or Ohio,
Minnesota.
Yeah, no, nobody beats Wisconsin and Minnesota. I mean, Indiana doesn't really have an accent. You can kind of hear it sometimes. Y'all get a little twang.
Yes, we talk lazy.
Yeah.
It's lazy. We don't make up words like Pittsburgh. But I don't talk like the typical Hoosier, I would say. Yeah, and then farther north you go in Indiana, the faster they talk, and the farther south you go, the slower they talk.
They're picking up on that southern.
It's more and more Kentucky.
Yeah, Seth. New York has a very distinct accent.
But there's nothing more adorable than like Eau Claire, Wisconsin. That part of Wisconsin, their accent is adorable. It's the only way I can put it. Yeah. Yeah. Even like Steve Ripplinger has it.
I wish I had an adorable accent. I sound like I grow corn for a living.
It's almost Minnesota. Like they'll say phrases like "Don't you know," but it's not quite the Minnesota accent. So it's not Fargo. It's just cute. It's adorable. It's adorable. Yeah.
I love it. Rick was just going to say something nice, but
I think he's from the soda.
He is. I said I said Minnesota. Like that's how you guys talk.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with it. I love it. I love a good like
our fault that's how you talk.
What?
It's not our fault that's how you talk.
I had a guy from Alabama tell me I had an accent. Excuse me? Can you say that again? I didn't understand you because of your accent. We are not killing you. You are still here. You're probably smiling.
You
are right where you want to be. Are you going to Blade Show?
Yeah, at Rick's_knives. Are you going?
I kind of wish Gene were coming. He would be a blast. he could drive down with us. And he's like, oh no, I'd drive myself down. I was like, no, we could have like Gene seminars we could go live, live on the
You may
drive.
not make it home alive. You girls,
We have so much fun.
I can't imagine.
Can you imagine going live with Gene at Blade Show?
Can I do your hair?
We'd have so much fun. Bring my dog. Oh, you're taking the family to France. I might be at Blade West.
Do you ever watch The Honest Outlaw on YouTube?
Every so often, yeah, he has good stuff.
I like his content. I like his reviews because they're not 35 minutes. He did one recently of a new Canic, and it was like 9 minutes long, and it was a really great review. It made me want one. It looked like a cool pistol.
Canics do extremely well. They've made a really great name for themselves. They're reliable. The price point is awesome. Their trigger is great.
Yeah.
We rarely hear bad things about Canic, and we rarely have to send them in.
Yeah. So. They make a hell of a pistol. I've shot several, and I like them a lot. Not as much as I like a CZ, but CZ is like it's like a take on a Beretta.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of that lineage, but you know, a little different.
Yeah. They say "ka" up here instead of "car." Yeah, I can't handle that.
How about they can't pronounce the word bag?
Big. Yeah, Honest Outlaw is good. Some of these people, they talk too much in their videos. It's like you guys have 2 seconds to catch someone's attention, and then you have very little time to keep it. And if you just make these long videos, nobody's going to watch that anymore.
I also really appreciate watching his videos, and you hear him just light up a target. It'll be ping, 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 ping. I can't get close to that trigger speed. I'm not even anywhere near that.
But to be honest, if you had that set up in your backyard and you could go out there and do that and you had people sending you things, I mean, I know he had to build up to that, but like I'd be out there all the time. You wouldn't be able to get me from the time.
No question. While we're on the topic, talk to me about ammunition.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have an opinion about ammunition?
As in what?
Do you appreciate a difference as you're shooting it? Like if I blindfolded you and gave you 3 kinds of ammo, could you tell like which one was the better performing one? Is this sort of confirmation bias all over the place when it comes to ammo? Or what do you think?
I'm going to get attacked. I can notice like a grain weight change in like shooting my polymer framed CZ. I can notice if I switch to like 115 from 124 or vice versa. I could probably notice that. But typically like manufacturers of ammo, no, I'm not going to notice a difference because the guns I buy basically eat anything. I don't buy Kimbers. But like I don't get into ballistics that often. If I competed more, I probably would, but no. I think sometimes some of the guys that get into that, they're just trying to find excuses for poor performance and lack of practice. So, yeah.
In the guitar world, there's probably 50 brands of guitar strings that you can buy.
Mm-hmm.
There's only 7 factories that wind guitar strings.
Yeah, exactly.
So, what do you think you're buying? You're buying a marketing gimmick. You're buying packaging, and you're buying ads and magazines, right? So are you actually getting an appreciable difference when you go from one brand to the other? And I wonder if it's like that with ammo.
I think it is. I think that a lot of it is produced in the same factory, and it's just like Diet Coke is Coke Zero in different packaging because men didn't want to be seen drinking Diet Coke. So they made Coke
it's
Zero.
More like the way I think about it a lot is when you buy Wonder Bread at the store, the Wonder Bread that I buy in Indiana is not the same Wonder Bread that you buy in Michigan. It's actually made at a different bakery because your bakery is your bakery needs to be close to you. And my bakery needs to be close to me. But neither of those bakeries will be owned by Wonder Bread. Those bakeries are probably third-party companies, right? So the recipe is sent to them, and then they make the bread. And you eat the bread, and I eat the bread, and we both enjoy Wonder Bread, but it's not the same bread, is it? And I wonder about ammo. Like, is that how it's done? Is it a recipe and then you hire a contract manufacturer to make the ammo for you? I don't know the answers to this, and
Yeah,
I've always wondered it.
I think there's a lot of lines blurred. I know people that go down those rabbit holes. That's just like, okay, yeah, you're just if you dry fire though, there's no ammo involved and you still suck. So changing your ammo isn't going to help some of these people. Like you just if you work in the industry long enough, like when I worked at the range, you just begin to see that a lot of people, most people, not all, because I know a lot of great shooters, professional level shooters, but if most people are all talk and no practice. So it's just like, yeah, we don't need to talk about ammo. You don't need to worry about that. You have other issues to worry about.
I have
But
2 friends that make their own ammo.
yeah.
They do it for their own very specific reasons. You know,
Hmm.
one of them lives in a country where you can't buy them, and the other guy is a competitive cowboy shooter,
Yep.
and he wants to put like 13 grains of black powder in his long Colt so that
Right.
it just goes pop. He wants the bullet to flick the target. It doesn't need to penetrate anything.
Yeah.
So there's no recoil in his pistol. It's pretty smart.
Right.
So he
And
packs
that
his
like
own rounds.
competitive level shooters who have been doing it a long time, they know exactly what they want out of their ammunition, but they send thousands of rounds down range a year. So they know exactly it's all like they just know it from experience. But typical like I'm going to the range once a month. Don't worry about your ammo. Just
Yeah,
pick the cheapest round and go.
I don't think I'm good enough to appreciate like precision and accuracy.
Hmm.
But what I do really hate is a misfire.
Yeah.
Misfires bother the hell out of me because
Hmm.
it's like, does my pistol suck? Is it me? Did I not lube it enough? Do I have
Yeah.
a firing pin problem? Is
Right.
my ammo junk? Why
Hmm.
did this misfire? And I start down this spiral like, can I trust this pistol with my life anymore? You know?
Uh-huh.
And I find a lot of times it's because my pistol's a little too dry. It's not,
Yeah.
there's not enough oil in it, you
Hmm.
know?
Hmm.
So that can cause it. But I if I can minimize that with proper ammo, I want to do that. I guess that's
Right.
and at the end of the day, that's probably what I'm worried about the most.
Hmm.
Don't
Yeah.
limp wrist it, he says.
That, I mean, 90%, I would say 90% of gun malfunctions are user error. I mean, shooting a handgun is the most difficult platform to shoot, I tell people, because every small muscle movement in your hand, your stance, everything, your breathing, it's going to affect how that where that projectile hits on the target versus you're
Sure.
not bracing it against anything. You have to use all the muscles in your hands to keep it steady. It's difficult. I mean, it takes a lot of practice. I'm super out of practice because of this puppy. I haven't had time to go shoot. Now I'm getting to the point where I can go back out. I can leave him a little bit.
Get him some muffs. He'll be fine.
Oh yeah, this dog's gonna be a range dog.
Yeah.
He
He
doesn't
can
know
touch
it
your grass for you.
yet. Yeah, have lead poisoning. What's wrong with your dog? He has lead levels through the roof.
Randy said the last few boxes of 45 long cold I bought was all over the place.
Hmm. Don't blame it on the puppy. He takes up a lot of time. It's like having a toddler.
Yeah, and shepherds are annoying in that how they're super smart.
They're
So,
super smart, and he's a Velcro dog, which is okay.
right.
Like, I love him to pieces, but he is like, he's curious. He's a thinker, so he's got to think about everything. So if he's out of his crate, he's going through stuff and thinking.
Hmm.
But he's good. Like, he's a good boy. He's not noisy. He's not super destructive. He's just curious. Next year, I'll bring him to Blade.
It's a little late in the evening for coffee, isn't it?
It's never too late for coffee.
It's never too late for coffee.
No.
Hmm.
You just take a break to go to sleep and then wake up and start drinking coffee again.
You know what we should do with Blade?
What?
We should get some ballad songs.
Oh no.
It's listen, we've screwed around long enough. We need to admit that we need to become ballad song people.
I don't know if I'm ready to join that crowd. They're intimidating. They sit on the floor and flip ballad songs and they don't care.
They're not intimidating. They're the least intimidating part of the whole thing.
Yeah, but they're so good.
Well, yeah, I mean they're good, but they're not intimidating. They'd welcome you to their tribe.
I'm sure they would.
The mind meld of the circle is always like the best part. You see them all alone together, I call it. They're alone
Yes.
together. There's 12 of them, and they're not talking.
It's so quiet. Like
Nonverbal flipping.
we went up to the UPS store in the hotel to ship some knives last year, and they were all in that like in the not the ballroom, the where they do the award
Yeah.
ceremony.
Yeah.
We were all sitting in there, like, and it was quiet. It's like, this is creepy, guys. Like, this is really creepy.
All you hear is
Yeah.
yep.
It's like, okay. I think a couple of them had like tails, like furry tails. Just like, okay.
Sure.
I definitely saw a furry last year at Blade.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
And Rick, I'm well aware that I'm a bit psycho. And they have paper towels for when they.
Andrew does not approve. He says, please don't.
Why? I think we're completely capable of learning to flip.
I just want to broaden my horizons a little bit. I think it's fine.
I don't want it intimidates me, and I don't want
Right.
anything that intimidates me. I then have to do other than like drugs and stuff.
Don't be intimidated of drugs.
Don't be intimidated. Just don't do that. Blood everywhere. I can get a trainer. If you flip it fast enough, nobody knows. And then for your closing act, you just chuck it across the room. Nobody's gonna know.
We could probably we could arrange a drug trainer. Definitely doable.
This one's laced with fentanyl.
Not that kind.
Oh, got it.
No. That's for Aerosmith.
Hey, I'd be really a lot more careful. I wouldn't want to cut myself with that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I mean, I'd try flipping.
I noticed something. I want to run it by you here. When this was going on,
yeah,
we had an unprecedented amount of traffic in the group talking and communicating about knives.
Yeah.
And then what was the next one that came along?
15V.
Lots of 15V for sure. But there was another big exclusive that came along, and somebody posted in the Millie Club, like, I'm really tired of this shit. I can't hear it anymore. I'm fed up. It's like, this is all we're talking about. And I got so happy when I read that, because in order for this person to get fed up, that means they're exposed to it nonstop. And if they're exposed to it nonstop, then that means the communication is going nonstop.
Mm-hmm.
That means people are talking about knives at another level like we haven't seen since COVID.
Yeah.
I feel like there might be a turn coming, and that in the maybe since 2024 or 2025, we saw kind of a doldrum in the hobby, and there was sort of a like the glut in the secondary market was suppressing the primary market.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if we're kind of coming out of that. Long story long. I'm wondering if we're coming out of that a little bit, and that this increased conversation around the knives is leading to more commerce. So as a knife store diva, wondering if you're seeing a shift or a change or an increase in web traffic or more conversation, more transactions. Are you seeing anything at the register?
It's really hard to tell what specifically is causing it, because right now our website kind of sucks. We're getting that worked on. We're building a gun website, and
it sucks, but when I go to your website, I like it. It's runs all right.
That's good. That's really good. But anyway, I think Gene and I constantly talk about this with our uptick in content creation and our uptick in popularity. We are sensing that it is growing, and that like we're on the verge of something. It's about to take off. I would say that we're sensing a new group of buyers entering the market. They're the first timers, and they're coming in. Now, they don't necessarily care about all American versus foreign made. They just want to carry a knife, and they want to learn about knives. So it does feel like we're on the verge of a change really fast here.
Yeah. I've been doing this long enough that I've watched like waves of people come into the hobby and then exit. And I can think of one peer group of mine. There's probably 15 guys that are all in a really tight-knit group, and most of them have stopped buying knives. And you know that you'll still catch them commenting on things, and they're still into their like little niche parts of the hobby that they're into. But they used to be the kind of guys that would buy a knife every week. and now they're not. Now
Mhm.
they might buy 3 a year, down from 52 a year.
Yeah.
That's a huge change. But just because those guys aren't doing it anymore doesn't mean that others aren't replacing them, or you're not seeing new
Yeah.
people come in. And we still, in the Millie Club, we see that. We see guys come into this hobby and they'll join and they'll go, "Where are the knives at?" And then all of a sudden they're buying knives left and right. And then,
Yeah.
it's fun to watch it because
Yeah.
the ones that are burned out and dead inside, they can't drag them down.
Yeah.
These
It
guys,
is
they're
nice.
excited. They're excited about the hobby, and it's fun to watch
Yeah.
those guys go.
And everything's new to them. Like, and once you've been in this a while, and people start to like, "Have you seen this knife? Have you seen that knife?" And it's just like, then you get to handle them, and it's like, not really that impressive. Like, it's harder to impress me with a knife now.
Sure, that's true.
Yeah. But the new guys, they're just like, "What? The blade comes out the front of the knife? Like, I need 10 of them." It's just like, okay.
I need a small one. I need a big one. I need one for my truck. I need one for my cat. I need
I
one
need
for
a
my
green, a
wife.
blue, a red, a
My wife
black.
won't like that one, so I need to get her this other one too.
Yeah, my wife stole this knife from me, so I need this one. And
Right,
yeah, it's great. It's so exciting. It's so much fun to sell a knife to somebody who's actually excited about it. There's people that
right,
come in and they lost their knife and they just carry a knife and they're mad that knives cost more than $15. And then there's other people that are just so excited. Like, they walk in and I just look at them and they're like regular customers. It's like, "You come here. I got to show you this." And they'll be like, "What's new?" And I just like show them knives, and then we have so much fun. There's nothing more rewarding than that.
I had a hook I used to use in the guitar shop all the
Mhm.
time. When people would come in the door, if you greet them and ask if they need anything, they're always going to say no, because that's what we
Mhm.
do as human beings. We reflexively say no, thank you, when
Mhm.
someone asks if we need help, even when we need help. That's why they say no, thank you. You turn and pivot, and then they go, well, actually, it's
Mhm.
because they reflexively say no. Instead of that little dance, I would say, "You got a few minutes? Can I show you something?" And they'd always go, "Yeah. What is it?" That's like they got off their couch and they put their pants on. They drove all the way across town to come and see me. They
Yeah.
didn't just stop in. They're not just stopping in. They'll
Yeah.
tell you that they're stopping in, but they didn't just stop in. They thought about coming for a week. So a
Mhm.
week ago, they decided to come and see me. And
Right.
I would never assume that they were just looking. I would always ask them, "You got a minute? I just got something awesome in. Can I show it to you?" They go, "Yeah." And the happiness and the joy you get in their face as they're like checking something out. They feel privileged to see something new and cool. That's
Yeah, that's a
always
good
fun.
idea. That
I
is a
like
good
I
hook.
still get to do that in the Millie Club. We'll see new guys come in and they'll say, "Where are you guys getting your pocket clips?" And the temptation is to go, "Shut up, noob." But Tom and I long ago decided that that was a terrible thing to do. Like,
Uh-huh.
don't be mean to the new guys. You were new once.
Right, don't squelch their joy.
Help them. Someone helped you. You were stupid once. So now you're not stupid. Congratulations. So help them. So, there are times where I'll see somebody post like, "Where do you guys get your pocket clips?" And I'll go, "Oh my God." And then I have to remember my own rule and I go, "Okay, well, okay, it's gonna be all right." And then I'll help them with their thing and, educate them a little
Yeah,
bit. And then next thing you know, I got a buddy. Now we're friends.
exactly. Like, when I get females into the shop and they're starting to conceal carry, now there's different attitudes that some of them will have. Some of them will think they already know everything, so it's just like, "Okay,
Right.
yes, you can buy the pink gun." Like, sorry. I'm sorry, this is my first day. But other girls, like, they have questions they want, and that like like invigorates me. Like, oh, this is so cool, like, to see her learn and want to learn and want to protect herself. And it's so much fun to teach the new people because they're excited about it. They remind you why you got excited about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a really good sales pitch too. Like, not even, I hate the term like sales pitch, because when people come in, I want to be genuinely excited to see them. But I get distracted as the floor manager. I'm doing 10,000 things. And so it's just
Yeah.
sometimes it's like, "Oh, what do you want?"
Give them the concierge experience.
Mhm.
"I'm glad you're here today. We just got something awesome in. Can I show it to you?"
Right.
And they'll
Right.
they'll never say no.
Yeah.
"Hold
That's
this. What do you think?" "I know what I think. What do you think?" "No one's touched this but me. What do you think?" And you hand it to 'em.
I would get the random person that says no though. I'd be like, they'd probably be offended that I was wearing flip-flops and they could see my toes. Say something insulting. Like, okay, I'm going to show you how fast 9mm moves.
Yeah,
No, I'm not. That was a joke for legal reasons.
of course. Allegedly.
Allegedly, hypothetically
It
speaking.
moves quick when you throw it with your arm.
Yeah, the whole round, not the
Of course.
bullet.
Of course.
Stay with us. Yeah, but I do enjoy teaching, especially the people that are curious. And then the kids, I enjoy the kids coming in and
Yeah,
they're like it's astounding for them. They just love it. And we have a couple kids that really know their stuff and they come in and they teach me stuff.
it's funny.
I love it.
Yep.
Yeah. So who are you looking forward to seeing at Blade Show?
You guys, friends.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to see some knives too, you know. Um
Oh, right, the knives. Yes. Blade Show is
yeah,
about knives.
my other mission candidly is I want to show off my Cerberus Aurelius.
You should. That
I
is a
I
sweet
want
knife.
it. I want to show it to as many people as possible because I am all in on Chris Ortiz and Cerberus knives.
Hmm.
I'm certain that you guys are going to be talking about that brand the way that we talk about Oz Machine Company, the
Hmm.
way we talk about Holt, the way we talk about Koenig. I think Chris is on his way. I really do. And I'm not just saying that because he's a friend of mine, but he makes a badass knife. And
Yeah.
I want to be able to show it off. And if you didn't know, um, hey Seth, if you want to mail it to me, I can bring it down, or you can bring it down yourself. Your choice.
If you want to just give it to me, I can carry it around
Sarah will hold it for you.
for the rest of my life.
So yeah, I want to spread the word about that. And by the way, DLT Trading is going to be they're going to be raffling off a Cerberus Aurelius in a limited color. It's a one-off knife, and um, I probably shouldn't talk about it too much because it's not my store. But if you want to check one out, you can go to DLT, and then DLT is going to be they're going to be selling some shortly, another batch of them. So I'll let them tell their own story about that. But go to see DLT if you're going to Blade Show, and definitely sign up to win that knife. It's a badass knife.
Those are sweet knives. I wonder if DLT has what they did with all their bark rivers.
Um,
Because they
I would
were like,
assume that they just blew it all out.
yeah,
They probably marked
probably.
it all down and got rid of it. I'm sure
I
there's
mean, there
enough
were
people out there
people.
that would want it.
Yeah, there were people like asking us.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, they handled it very graciously for what they got stuck with.
they did. They handled it graciously, and that's
Yeah.
unfortunately those things can happen.
Hmm.
They can. It's a small enough industry that some of these brands you guys know really well, their companies are shockingly small.
Hmm.
Like if I told you that Chris Reeve Knives had less than 40 employees, you might be shocked by that number. Like that includes the shipping guy and the payroll and HR and the
Yeah.
secretary. It's everybody, right? There's less than 40 people in that whole place, and they make
Yeah.
a ton of knives. And that's a name brand that everyone knows, but they're not that big.
I feel like that's what makes the industry so special. Is I was just talking to one of my friends. He's a national level shooter, and he was talking. He has a media company now, and he was talking about the industry. I was like, honestly, knives are where it's at. It's a small community. You can get to the top really quickly, and it's full of awesome people. And there's a link to the firearms industry in there, and it's just a great community because it's just so tiny.
Yeah. We talked about Vero earlier.
Hmm.
Joseph's wife was his first employee,
Hmm.
and then his dad, and then his sister.
Bye,
And
Rick.
now he's posted a picture the other day. His mom and dad and his sister and his wife were all there working on Blade Show stuff. So, that's,
Family
I think he only
operation.
has one employee that's not family. So
Yeah.
real small company.
Yeah. I don't think people realize how many hats you wear when you do something like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Ben Peterson's hiring a CFO.
mhm.
He needs a CFO for NAFs. That's an exciting thing. So
Wow.
if he can carry a CFO, then that means they're really going places.
Yeah. Yeah. Because he was probably doing that forever.
You need it because if you want to scale your business and really pay attention to the money and, you know, grow in a smart way, you need that mind there to do that.
Hmm.
So that's great for him.
Yeah. Yeah. We're trying to get to needing that. We're trying to pump out knives and content and
Yeah.
yeah. But it's so when someone can get to that point, it's just like, wow, I know how much work goes into that. That's
Right.
incredible.
Right.
And nobody deserves it more than Ben. Like that's awesome.
His path was a familiar one. Like he had a
Mhm.
full-time day job, right? And then he had a dream, and then it was doing the dream in the corner of the basement, and then from there it was his first space, and then he was able to quit his job and do it full time, you know.
Yeah.
Now he's got a team and people and an empire.
Yeah. He's awesome. He's so nice. Like I reached the peak of my life when I handed him a sticker last year at Blade Show and I saw it on his booth. He stuck it on his booth.
Did he really?
Yeah, I took a picture, sent it to Gene. I was like, Ben Peterson put our sticker on his booth. It's like, do you realize the magnitude of this situation?
That's awesome.
Yeah, we had fun.
I
But
actually
yeah.
have his first product hanging on my wall. The very first thing he did when he started NAFS was he did a poster with Vero. He
Really?
took I think it was Joseph's third knife. It was the mini Impulse,
Mhm.
and he took one apart and laid all the parts out like an exploded diagram, and he shot a picture of it and turned it into a poster. And it was a really limited thing, and he sent me one.
That's
So I've got it
awesome.
framed on the wall over here. Yeah,
That's special.
pretty cool. I think that was that and his black and white looks like blueprints that NAF's
Yeah.
blueprint that was right about that time too.
Yeah, he's got a good thing going.
Absolutely.
They make good content. But yeah, you like that's another thing. You could get into like just running a media team for a knife company. But I mean, you're not gonna make money at first, but like content creation is so valuable. It's kind of like a necessary evil.
It's such a it's such an important part of the industry,
Hmm.
but it's so difficult to do right, and it's so hard to count on it because
Hmm.
it's so slippery.
Yeah.
And what makes one person successful and what another person fail, it's really a mystery, I think.
And you
It is to
can't
me
like
anyway.
you can't study other people's methods because you got to be you. Like you have to be authentic or you're going to fail.
Right. There's
Yeah.
guys in our community that aren't any good at the topic, yet
Hmm.
they're popular. And then there are guys that are negative and they're popular. And there's guys that are blowhards and they're popular. And you would think that a blowhard negative person wouldn't do well, but they do. And then there's nice guys that don't get anywhere. Um,
Yeah.
you know, I have a buddy that spent 2 years working as hard as he could on a YouTube channel, and he was doing really interesting testing, and he was teaching people how to anodize. He was teaching people how to sharpen. He was teaching people how to test a knife and all these interesting things like considering lockup and how to tune your knives. And he just didn't get anywhere. He pushed as hard as he could, but he couldn't get followers. And he finally went, I can't, I wanted to turn this into a job, but I don't see it anymore.
Yeah.
So it's too bad.
It's really hard too in this day and age because people are watching content and they're not following or interacting with it. Like I have friends come up to me and they're like, "I love your knife videos. They're so great." It's like, dude, you've never liked one of my videos. You've never commented, you've never shared it. Like you do not like my content like that. Like I had one person they're like, "Oh, liking it helps." I'm like, "Yeah." Pressing that little heart right there helps the algorithm quite a bit. People just don't interact anymore. They
I
just sit
like
there
all
and
your feed
consume.
videos, not just because the feed are in it, but because I know it helps the algorithm. I'm doing it for you.
Thank you. I went to that guy's following list too, the guy that commented, and I almost commented back. If I wasn't commenting as Knife Hub, I would have. It's just like, well, considering what you follow, You do not have a problem with that kind of content.
Yeah, no, stay out of the weeds on that one. Don't go
Yeah,
deep on that.
I'm not. I was just like, I blocked him actually from our
Right.
channel. I was like, you know what? You're a troll. So yeah, but people like, you got to stay yourself on content. You just got to be yourself. And some people don't really have some people that are super smart and knowledgeable, they don't have the personality for the camera. And then other people who are stupid and don't know a knife at all do really well because they're just engaging somehow. And there's a lot of people consuming the content who know nothing about knives.
Right.
And they're the ones commenting. It's fun.
there's a I'm going to leave the name out because I don't want to create a problem for myself. But there's a forum out there where you can talk about knives, and you go to that forum, and you'll see people in that forum that in their bio they list the knives that they own, and you can see that they haven't bought a knife in 12 years. And they'll rattle on about how they don't like a certain blade steel because it's too newfangled. And it's like, man, you haven't bought a knife this decade. What do you know about this stuff? Like, you're so much, it's obvious your wisdom is based in the 80s and 90s, and you're not caught up on where the community is, where the knife industry is. You know, are you doing bagging on everything? And they're super negative, and they're always really visible in this forum, and they just can't help themselves. But I guess if you're in that forum, you might put weight on what they have to say. But if you're outside the forum and you look at it, it's really
it's kind of like going into if you're in the firearms industry, going onto that forum is like going into an NRA meeting and you just want to leave immediately. Right. Just like, I don't like it here. I'm scared. And those are the guys that are like, oh, blade steel doesn't matter. Like, just a knife is a knife. It all cuts the same. It's just like, okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's the collision course between the use your shit bro guy and the knife is a knife guy.
Yeah. And like, I wish sometimes that I could troll these people, but I can't with who I am. So, like, your comments are hilarious in the Spyderco Club. Like, you're it's like, finally someone said it. Mine is just like, I have to ignore most of it.
Yeah.
Because, like, one guy yesterday, they cannot help themselves on blade shapes. These crybabies cannot help themselves. I looked up, I knew someone was going to say something. So I was doing a video on the bare knuckle by Kershaw. And I looked at Kershaw's site before I filmed it, and I was like, yep, they call it a modified sheep's foot. I'm going to call it that because that's what they label it as. Sure enough, somebody in the little comments, he ran to that comment section. He probably saw the title of the video and ran to the comment section. It's not a sheep's foot. I'm like, well, that's what it's labeled as.
Yeah.
And then he never responded again.
I call those guys point shitters. They like to shit on your point.
Yeah.
The one that is finally slowing down, thank God, is Spyderco created a knife called the Paramilitary. It was the 81st clip-it model. So if you've ever noticed on a Spyderco knife, there's a code here. It starts with a C. C stands for clip-it. Clip-it means pocket clip because Spyderco is the first company to put a pocket clip on a pocket knife. Okay, so the C series knives is the bulk of the Spyderco line, and so can't make it out. This is a C158. That's the Techno. Well, the C81 was the Paramilitary. Okay, Paramilitary is a version of the C36 military. So the military came first, Paramilitary came second. In between, they invited like 50 knives, right? So the Paramilitary eventually got an iteration change, and it was called the Paramilitary 2. So it's the version 2 of the Paramilitary. They didn't change the code. It's still part of the Paramilitary code. It still gets a C81. Well, later on, they invented the Para 3. And the Para 3 came out, and it's like 223, I think. And so it's the 223rd clip-it knife. It's way out. Like, they've made hundreds of knives since then. Well, the Para 3 comes along, And they deliberately called it a Para 3 because it's not a paramilitary 3. It's a Para 3. It's a 3-inch blade, so they called it a Para 3. And it kind of looks like a paramilitary. You following me?
Uh-huh.
But it's a different knife. It's a 3-inch blade
Yeah.
knife. So they called it a Para 3.
Clearly different.
Right. They call it Para 3 on the website. They call it Para 3 on Spidey Wiki. They call it Para 3 in the brochure inside the box of the knife. They call it Para 3 on the box, except there was one Para 3 that came out. There's 75 Para 3s that have been in existence. There's one that says PM3.
Wow.
And based on that, the point shitters love to go find a picture of that box and then bring it out anytime you correct somebody and you go, actually, it's called a Para 3. It's not a PM3. Because if the paramilitary 2 ever gets another version, it's going to be called the PM3, not the Para 3. It's a different
Yeah.
knife. So those guys just love it. They keep it in waiting for when Tom and I mention it's called a Para 3. And then they pull out that one box photo and they go, well, actually.
I just can't believe. So when I'm on social media, like sometimes, very rarely will I comment and it's probably going to be something sarcastic or I find funny. But I can't believe the people are out here like just thinking their opinion. They're so like they're sitting on their opinion so much. It's like those people that are always posting on Facebook how they're feeling. And it's just like, what?
Who does that? My
Yeah.
mom? Are you following my mom?
Yeah. I was like, I don't get it. It's not how my brain works. Like, if I'm feeling sad or if I'm feeling like I need a boyfriend, but I don't want one, which I never really feel like,
I think we
I'm
all feel that way about boyfriends.
my first thought isn't like, I'm going to go post this on Facebook. Like, who cares how I'm feeling right now? And these people, they sit and they wait. It's like they're watching for you to mess up or something they can disagree with. Instead of just watching the video, they have to tell you how they're feeling or they'll just explode.
Well, you have to remember that since the internet went broadband for 25 years, we've encouraged the world to tell the world what you think.
Ugh.
Right. So we have generations of people now that believe it's their responsibility to tell you what they think. And what they don't know is that the world doesn't care what they think.
Because we're all too busy caring about what we think.
We're too busy saying it out loud. Like we're all talking, but we're not listening.
Yeah. And that's kind of sad, but like you give everyone a platform and all of a sudden they're experts on everything. And it's just like,
I had a conversation with a knife store owner the other day that told me that they were really angry about all the negativity about the new native, the new 50th anniversary native. And this knife store owner was upset saying they have no idea what they're talking about. Spyderco is losing money on every single one of those knives. It costs them more to make this knife and bring it to market than they'll make. They're going to be negative money at the end of this project, but it's a labor of love. It's their anniversary. They want to celebrate with a badass knife. So they delivered one, and all anybody can do is complain about it. And it made this knife store owner mad because he's like, everyone is, it's not for everybody. It's a $900 Spyderco. Maybe you object to that knife for a million different reasons, but do you have to tell the world?
Yes.
Like, why are you just, if you don't like it, then keep moving. There'll be a new knife next week. There'll be more new knives.
But
you don't have to buy every knife. Right. To this point, like everybody has to be told what they think.
Like Gene thinks it's hilarious that I get so upset with these people, and I normally just ignore it and move on. But sometimes someone says something, and it's just like, "Ooh, you're ignorant," and I just want to like, ah.
Gene's dead inside. Be more like Gene.
But Gene, listening to Gene combat some of these comments that we do get he's very good at it. Like he will even say like he's very good at not letting it affect him.
Yes.
So he'll just be like, yeah, it's not for everyone. And I'm over here like, let me tell you something about how much time and effort it takes to make a knife. And that's why it costs. And I get like, I want to like defend these makers, but it's just not worth it. That person isn't even smart enough. They probably chat GPT their own comment to learn how to spell it. So like when I respond, they're not even going to read it. So, and like if they come after me personally in the comments, I just ask them if they're okay. And it's a dark psychology trick. It's just like if they respond any way they respond, they're toast. So if I just ask you, are you okay? And then you're like, yeah, I'm fine, and blah blah blah, then you sound a little crazy.
There's a comedian named Adam Carolla. He's one of the first big podcasters when podcasting became a thing. he was the first one to be the biggest in the world. So he was Joe Rogan before Joe Rogan.
Mm-hmm.
And he had the #1 show in the world for a while. And he has a famous thing he says all the time where people come at him on the internet. He'll post an Instagram post or something, and people will just start cussing him out. And I hate you, and I hate everything you've become, and I used to love you, but you've changed, man, that kind of thing. And he always answers the same way. He always goes, sorry to hear it. Thanks for all the support through the years.
Uh-huh.
It's what he says. Like, thanks for all the support through the years. And they always respond with, sorry, man, I was in a bad state. I was in a bad headspace, and I didn't mean to go off on you. And they always come walk it back.
See, if you respond, I like that. I respect that.
He's absolutely diffusing the bomb by going, sorry you feel that way. Thanks for all the support.
Seth's comment, hilarious. You have the right to have an opinion and be wrong. I love that. But yeah, it's like if you can answer graciously and not let it get to you and just calmly, it normally either de-escalates the situation or they just leave. Because they know if they get all angry in the comments, then they look like an idiot.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've had customers, we've had customers kind of get emotional and then come back and apologize.
Yep.
Not that we have that happen a lot, but like Gene is very good at handling that kind of stuff. I'm still learning how to do that.
Many years ago, someone I respect, I don't know who now, told me like nothing's ever personal.
True. Very
Nothing's
true.
ever personal. It's not.
It's a reflection of them, not you.
Someone blowing up at you, it's not personal.
Yeah.
We're blowing up at you about a situation. You might be involved, but it's not you. It's not personal.
Yeah.
Their mental distress is not personal.
Yeah. But I mean, for the most part, the experiences are good. The comments are good. We've built a really good community. So when we're interacting online, if I ask a question, I'm normally going to get an answer to my question.
What? You're going to get a what?
An answer.
A what? The answer?
An answer. Offense is taken, not given. That's hilarious. But I love when I ask them a specific question about like which of the 2 knives in this video would you prefer, and then there has to be that one guy all the time with a third knife that he pulls out of it, who knows what, and it's just like, I prefer this one. Okay, that wasn't the question. It's like, we're so proud of you.
Yeah.
Golf clap.
Yep.
And it's just like, I don't even react to those questions half the time, or those answers to the question, because it's just like, no, you didn't follow the instructions in the video. The instructions were simple, but so are you. So I'm not even. So just little things like that after a while just take a toll. And it's just like, you know what? I need to stop. I need to sit down. I'm putting myself in a timeout.
Yeah. Log out. Go outside. Touch grass.
I know. Go flip a knife.
Right.
I always say shoot paper, not people. And that's very true.
Wise.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. So we're going to get there. We're going to get there Friday morning. We're going to wait in line for the rush, the bum rush.
Coffee.
I need to decide where I'm headed. I don't know yet. It's funny, like by noon, it feels like it's over.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, it's fun. Now what? It's usually end up finding a bunch of people and going to lunch. That's a good way to do it. So you go to lunch and you take a breather, and then you come back and walk around the rest of the afternoon.
See, my lunch experience last year was receiving a picture of a bunch of people at a restaurant. After I got that, I was like, oh, thanks, guys. I appreciate that. Thanks. I think I had a headache that day and I couldn't go anywhere. I was just like, I had to go back to my Airbnb for a minute and like get rid of the headache and then come back.
Yeah, that's worth it too. Like, don't underestimate that. Go take a nap.
Stay hydrated.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, it's very, like, you get shot flu. Some people get shot flu at a SHOT Show.
Yeah.
This Blade, like I've gotten, like, I don't know, like Georgia doesn't feel that different from Michigan all the time. We get some pretty intense heat sometimes and humidity, but when you get down there, it's very easy to get dehydrated quickly.
I think it's the talking. Also, you can't talk quietly. You have to talk really loud because the room is a zoo.
Yeah. And last year there was a little bit added like stress, and I don't. This didn't cause the headache, but I was like walking through, and then you just hear your name being screamed out.
You know what I
That's a
noticed
new
is
experience.
it's shockingly easy to lose somebody, especially in the baller room. You can be
Yeah.
walking with somebody, like you and I could be walking along holding hands, and
Uh-huh.
I just turn and come back and you're gone, and I won't
Yeah.
find you for an hour. It's really weird how the way the
Yeah.
traffic works in that room. People can get completely lost. I've lost Seth in that room a dozen times, and
Yeah.
he will not hold my hand.
Seth.
How dare you? Yeah, there's something about the baller room. It's very hard to
And it's hard to find the
stay with a group.
booths.
Yes, the booths are
Like
hard to find.
like a friend of mine, he's like, "No, come see me at the booth in the baller room." And I was like, "Dude, where are you?"
The
Like
best
I've
thing they
been in
could do
here for
right
an
now is
hour.
put better booth numbers on the booths.
Yeah.
That's super annoying that you can't find a booth. The little tables in the big room, by the way, impossible.
What even are those?
They're amazing. I love walking through there. If you have, we need to go through there.
I do. I
Sometime.
walk through some of them, and I talk to some of the guys, and
Yeah.
I like hearing their stories. I like
A bunch of
seeing their
heart of gold
knives.
people. They work their whole lives to have that booth and bring that thing to
Yeah.
the show, and nobody comes to see them.
I told one guys it was of course they're mostly veteran owned, which I super appreciate and respect. And I told one guys I was like, guys, you are going places. I forget that I'm so sorry. I forget the name of their knives right now. But I was like, you are going places because you out of all this line of people, you are the only one that actually said something to me as I walked by. I cannot believe that people set up at Blade. I do knife shows. Like I go to shows and I sell knives. If I set up at Blade Show, the largest knife show in America, in the world, I a friend of mine when I was at Blade Show last year, he's like, "You're gonna step behind my booth and you're gonna sell a knife." Within 5 minutes, I had sold a knife because I've done this before. You don't let people walk by your booth. You're like, "Hey, come here." I literally looked at the guy. I was like, "Hey, come here."
You have an unfair advantage.
I know I do. I know, and I use it not manipulatively, but I
Hey,
just, "Hey, come here." Me saying that is going to be safer than a dude saying it.
right.
Yeah, it's just like I was like, you guys didn't let me walk by your booth without greeting me. That's success right there. So I was just I'm always amazed at the lack of like customer service, like Andrew was saying. Um, when I walk by a booth at Blade Show, but I do like the guys that interact and they'll just talk to you and they'll tell you their story, and I really like hearing the stories.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that goes a lot into why people buy knives is the story behind the company too. You get to know the makers.
I've been wanting to ask you about kitchen knives. You guys have started selling kitchen knives. It's a new foray for you, and
Yeah.
I'm wondering if you're having any luck.
We're still building steam.
Yeah,
People I think the people that were already our followers and our customers, they aren't impressed by kitchen knives, so we're going to build another customer base through this, because like when you handle kitchen knives in store, you're like, yeah, I can see why you would spend money on this, but we're going to get a different customer base for those, I think.
yeah. That I lied earlier. I did buy a knife last year. I bought a new chef's knife
Uh-huh.
from a maker that I found at Blade Show, and he was in one of those little tables. Uh,
Okay.
I walked by his booth. His knives caught my attention. I just went, "Oh my god, those are beautiful!" And I went back and checked them out, and he made these gorgeous AEBL
Oh,
kitchen knives, and they're they're beautiful and they're thin behind the edge and they're sturdy, and the handle was fantastic in the hand. Really, really nice knives. And yeah, I bought one right on the spot. And yeah, having a premium kitchen knife is a joy. It's a joy to be able to cook dinner and use a
mhm.
really nice knife. And the whole time you're using it, you're excited about it. You're excited about the
Yeah.
purchase. It's really worth it. And that wasn't my first nice kitchen knife. I have a few other really nice ones, but
I don't
it's it's weird how that's probably the knife you use more than the one in your pocket.
right.
But you'll have 80 pocket knives and you'll have one garbage kitchen knife that you stole from your mom's house when you moved out.
How
You
did you
know,
know?
that's what we all do. Everyone does it. It's a rite of passage. You take mom's kitchen knife because she got hers from her mom.
Well, it's actually my grandfather. because my grandparents were garage sailors, and so he had boxes of stuff, and I have old kitchen knives, and I'm embarrassed to admit that because I was just like, you sell these for a living. But I also have a roommate. She rents a room from me, and she gets to use the house too. So she's using my stuff, and I would be horrified if I walked into my kitchen and my premium kitchen knife is in the dishwasher
Right.
on the hot cycle.
Yeah.
I would probably cry.
I think I'll probably get a paring knife. We have an okay paring knife, but it's been sharpened enough that there's not much left of it. It's 25 years old, and it's
Yeah.
it's a what is it? I think it's a Henkel, which is fine, but just not as exciting as something with like snakewood or ironwood handle. Something really cool.
Right.
So,
And you can appreciate it. So Gene was talking to the butcher up by his place up north, and they use Victorinox. All these butchers, and then we
yeah.
talked about it on the live, and all these butchers are coming on and saying they use Victorinox. So
Yes.
I've got a cart waiting to be ordered of Victorinox kitchen knives.
It's annoying how good they are. I have one too, and my wife bought it because it was America's Test Kitchen declared it the best knife, and I was annoyed that she bought it because we also have a $200 Henkel,
Yeah.
and it sits next to the Henkel, and we don't use the Henkel anymore. The Henkel is annoying. It's too thick. The blade thickness is annoying. It doesn't, like, if I was chopping duck, I would want it, but I don't serve duck and I don't chop duck. It's too stout of a blade, and
Yeah.
the Victorinox is super thin and slicey, and for $29, I almost don't care what happens to it. So
Right.
it's a bargain, and they're obnoxiously good. So unfortunately, if you guys carry those, it'll probably hurt the sale of your shoons because nobody will buy the shoon if they can grab the Victorinox. But
I agree, but I mean,
they work great.
there is kind of a cult following on Shoon, from what I hear and see. Like,
Yeah.
people are getting their logo tattooed onto them. I haven't reached that stage yet. I love the knives, but I haven't reached that stage with anything.
Duck is delicious. I agree.
I've never had duck.
It's good. Yeah, 1.4116 steel is that's also the Victorinox steel. It's a very stainless, low carbide steel.
Okay. Yeah, Gene's gonna do a tutorial on butchering, I think, because he's really good. Like, he's really good with. He likes to save money by like taking his own quarter cow and piecing it out and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's gonna use that for some content, so that'll be interesting. I'm fascinated by that kind of stuff. I'd like to help.
Yep.
Randy, we could collab.
Randy could provide the cow.
I'll pick it up on the way back from Blade Show, just driving through Ohio with a quarter cow in the back of the car and how many ever guns I decide to bring. And then we get back and like do content on butchering it or whatever we call it then after that.
I was told this by Jeff Lawfer at Cutlery Shop, who's been selling Victorinox for a long, long time. So that's what he told me. Maybe it's no longer true, but that's what I was told at the time. This would have been pre-Magna Cut that he told me that. Did they switch or something? Is your dog snoring? Or is that cricket?
Not at the moment. Those are frogs, actually.
Frogs. You're out in the hollers, aren't you?
Kind of. I'm surrounded by water. I'm on like a peninsula. There's a swamp at the end of my backyard, and then it circles around to now we've got the cat. The cat's in his box on top of the dog's crate. They're best friends. But yeah. I went from living in an apartment this time last year, by myself, to having a dog. My roommate has a cat, a roommate in a house. It's just, my life has completely changed. Michigan is awesome.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Oh, it's good. It's nothing but good.
Yeah.
Not surprisingly, I'm still single, so that's also not a bad thing.
Surprises me.
Well, with the way of this world, I'm not saying there's no good guys out there at all, but it's just like you have to be very selective. Same with, I'm sure, the guys with the girls. They should be very selective. Whew.
If I had to paint it with a broad brush, I think many women are delusional about what is owed to them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think men, broadly with a broad brush, are disillusioned and don't have a path. They don't
Mm-hmm.
have direction in terms of like how to conduct themselves, how to behave, how to grow, how to be mature, how to be mature. I think they're missing like guidance in that sense. So I think about my guy friends in their 30s. They're all big children. They're all 18-year-olds that are 30, right? And then the women I know in that pile, they all believe that they're owed like
The
a
princess
a
treatment.
sultan or a billionaire or a quarterback. That's what
Yeah.
they're worth. And it's like, you're not. You're a mess. You, ma'am,
They
are a mess.
yeah, nobody does introspection and works on themselves, and nobody
Right.
knows how to be alone anymore. Like,
No.
it's kind of hard for me. Like the thought of having somebody right now, obviously I want that relationship, but vengeful. Obviously I want that type of relationship one day, but I don't want it to be the wrong one. I value my peace too much. I'm completely happy single. I have hobbies, I have friends, I have family, but if that right relationship comes along, of course I'll be thankful for it. But
I don't envy the pressure on a woman, an American woman, the pressure to be all the things that you're supposed to be and the way you're supposed to be. And there's a lot of obligation that's placed on a woman.
mhm.
And I'll be honest with you, it's mostly woman on woman crime.
Mhm.
It is. It just is.
Yeah.
If every woman had a mustache, men would still be interested. It's just,
Finally I can stop shaving it.
you can do it. No more.
Yes.
Let it grow in
One
for,
less thing to do.
you know, and then men, it's like, dude, the only thing you know how to cook is chicken and beans and rice, and you only ever go to the gym, and you haven't read a book since you were 10,
Right.
and you only watch sports, and your favorite website is FanDuel, and you don't contribute to society, and you don't know anything, and you're not, I don't know, like, what do you have to offer a relationship? And so I feel like there's a weirdness in our society right now, and it's probably like an overcorrection from a time where everybody
Right.
was really rigidly put into roles, right? And conduct was very strictly administered, and I don't know. Maybe we need to bring back a little bit of shaming. We need more shame.
Men are not getting hit in the heads with frying pans anymore, and it's showing. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
It's fair.
Women, I think women are very delusional. I think the men do get beat down
Women
by
don't own
the
frying
high
pans.
expectations of these low quality women. I'm just out here seeing these like, sorry, these internet sluts that want to get treated like a queen, but they're doing slutty things online. It's just like, what? You're not going to be treated like a queen with no queen behavior. Like the good guys don't want that. But then, then we have to deal with the guys that are out there posting how they're feeling and emotionally on their timelines on Facebook. So it's just,
Yeah,
I don't know, it's messed up. I'm raising my dog and going to Blade Show and having the time of my life.
I agree.
It's fun. If the right one comes along, then the right one comes along. But I'm not out here like desperate. I refuse to be desperate. I only want to be myself. So, and like with like what Seth's saying about having to get permission, I watch these couples and it's just like, permission. Like I sell guns for a living, and some guys will come in and they'll they'll buy a gun, and then the next day they'll come back and they'll be like, she told me I had to return it. She told you what? I would literally like look them in the face and be like, is she your wife? And they'll be like, no, she's my girlfriend. I'm like, why does she get to do wife things then? And if she's their wife, it's just like, why is your wife telling you to return a gun? Huh?
Why don't you know your wife well enough that she trusts you to make decisions for yourself? and
Yeah.
doesn't micromanage the decisions that you've already made. Like there's like a systematic breakdown there. That's one bad thing after another. And also, if you
Right.
are married to somebody that you know wants, we should turn this into dating talk instead of knife
Yeah,
talk.
let's do it.
Um,
Like, the Knife Hub Live, we talk about everything.
yeah. Well, if you're going to go buy a knife or gun, knowing that she wouldn't like it, there's a psychology there that says that you're doing it on purpose because you want to create this conflict.
Mhm.
That's not true. Then why are you buying it? You know
And
you know she's going to get mad. Then don't buy it. Guys are
Ooh,
weird,
that's
man.
heavy. But there's another thing too with the females. If you knew getting into this relationship that he likes, say, guns, and he wants to buy guns, and he had guns, and then he, knowing that like you seemed okay with it at the beginning, then he goes and buys a gun, and all of a sudden you have a problem with it because you're more comfortable in the relationship and you think you have him. That's a problem too. It's like if he didn't falsely represent himself and say, I don't like guns, let him have his hobby. If all the bills are paid and everything's good, you can have a discussion.
Well, Seth knows what to do. Seth is going to stay Seth, his genuine true self. I had a girl tell me
Yes, he
once,
should.
"Well, that's a lot of knives. You should get rid of them." Yeah, we don't talk anymore.
Yeah, you shouldn't. If some guy looked at me and told me that he didn't like guns, it'd be like, we both need to see other men.
Yeah,
Sir, there's a man out there for you somewhere.
I yeah, I think it's such a terrible thing to find somebody and then want to change them.
Yeah, what's the point?
I'm interested in you, but nothing about you.
But you
So,
need to change everything about
right,
yourself.
all the things that you are, change that, and then we're good. Like, and then we can move to step 2. Like,
Yeah.
what are you?
Some people
What are
do
we
that with
doing
their
here?
guns. They buy their guns and then change everything about it. It's no longer the same gun.
Well,
I do
I mean,
support that kind of change sometimes.
it's hard to be in a Spyderco group and not
Right. Spydercos are the prime example in the knife industry of
right.
changing everything about it. Oh, Seth, speaking of changing the everything about it, the Spyderco PM2 that you gave me, which I love, one of the purple screws on the handle screws, it fell out. Could you tell me where you got that hardware so that I could get more? I need to pick up more handle screws for it. So
The screws were purple.
yes, it's from Seth.
Probably Rip's Garage Tech.
Ooh.
Oh, Blades We Love, also good.
Oh, okay. I'll reach out to them. If it was Rips, I was like, Danielle.
So Blades We Love has an online store in eBay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And the owner is in the Millie Club. His name is Steve Davies.
Okay.
Great guy, really good guy. Runs a good business.
Cool. Yeah, I will definitely look into that. I appreciate it. Yeah, I got gifted a Chavez the other day. I'm calling it one of my birthday knives, but an Ultramar.
Chavez is. I met a guy once at the Kentucky Custom Knife Show.
Mm-hmm.
Super nice guy. Did not look the part.
Yeah.
If he's watching, I don't mean any disrespect, sir. But when you pulled a knife case out with what you described as $40,000 worth of Chavez knives,
that's a lot of Chavez knives.
Didn't expect you to be the one to show me $40,000 worth of knives. But he had all these like custom made by Chavez himself, like these really just sick pieces. And he was so excited to show them to me, and I was taking it all in, but they're absolutely positively not my style. There's nothing about them that I like. It's just not for me, right? And it's fine, right? Everybody's got their own thing. Like some dudes like wheel guns. It's fine.
And they'll show you. So I tell people, like, with my style,
yeah, old boy pulled out all these Chavez, and I was like, yeah, I think he said he spent $11,000 on one of them. Yeah. He had $40,000 to Chavez, and it was 7 knives.
There is a buyer for every item.
Yes.
I'm firmly convinced. But I can't get rid of high point guns to save my life.
Lucky.
I
Casey,
like
this
what?
is. I just figured out who this is. This is a buddy of mine, Casey. Casey, you remember that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had as many teeth as the Chavez logo. Sorry, you were saying?
No, I love Chavez. Like I love the Scapegoat by Chavez. That's probably my favorite. But they are pretty bulky, like the thick titanium scales.
I always feel like they could have made 3 knives out of the one knife.
Yeah. And then like I put this thing in my pocket and it's got the generic clip on it. He took the skull clip off of it. I couldn't get it out of my pocket.
Right.
I was like, wow, this is worse than I thought.
Yeah, they're fine. Just not my jam.
I love their blade. I love his blade.
Yeah.
Do love the grind on his blades.
I think they have some with kick stops, don't they?
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
remember playing with one of those and I thought it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, those are cool. Those are cool. And then their little TA key, TAK, tiny ass knife.
I haven't played with one of those.
They're newer.
Okay.
But yeah, and they're fun. I love getting their t-shirts at Blade Show. That's another thing you do. You got to get their t-shirts with their branding. Like last year it was
Does
Chick-fil-A.
it say affliction?
What?
Does it say full throttle?
No, last year it was said buy more knives in the Chick-fil-A script.
Okay.
So their branding and the C in Chavez was like a Chick-fil-A C.
I wonder if Greg Medford will get loose this year again.
He shouldn't. He's still not popular.
I'm still mad at him for posting that naked photo.
What?
Yeah, like a year ago, somebody got a shot of him standing at his desk. He has one of those standing desks. He stripped down to his birthday suit and was standing there in like this like bald, angry boudoir picture. It was pretty bad.
Is he okay, or was it AI? Like,
Is he okay?
Did anyone do a wellness check?
I think he did it as a joke.
That's not funny.
It was hard on the eyes.
That's
I'll send it to you later.
disturbing.
I've got it saved in my favorite. I mean,
I don't want to
I'll
see
find
it.
it somewhere.
I have too much PTSD.
They made shirts about that. Yeah, probably. Is he okay?
That's
Hard.
me. Are you okay? Sir, does your mother know you're out here doing things like this?
Bless his heart.
Bless his heart.
Bless his heart.
See, I was just talking to someone from the South yesterday or the other day, and I was like, you see, down in the South, you guys have more tact than we do. We're just going to say it up here. You guys like coat it, like sugar coat it, make sweet tea out of it. You take tea and make sweet tea. We just like, are you okay? Like,
I envy it. It's a beautiful thing. They're masters at it.
Yeah, the passive aggression is pretty. They are the masters of that.
Yep.
It's kind of, yeah, sometimes it's just like you don't catch on. If you're from the North, we're just used to kind of people being blunt. We don't have time. We're cold. We want to get inside.
We either hit a deer or we're on our way to hit a deer.
Or we don't know when we're going to hit a deer next.
Right.
And nobody has insurance. So it's very stressful, very scary. And we might be related to the person we're dating. You never know. So.
Does that happen to you?
No.
No.
But my mom's adopted, so I don't know that it has happened.
Oh, fun.
Everyone's getting tested.
There's a documentary on Netflix about a fertility doctor in Indianapolis that got loose with his own 11 herbs and spices, and there's something in the range of 250 people that are all related to each other because he was using his own special sauce, his own Chick-fil-A sauce, to make babies. And yeah, it's frightening. They've started finding each other because of 23andMe and Ancestry. And then in the documentary, they go like person to person, and you can see that they all resemble each other. And there's a part where like 14 of them all get together. And the scary part is like a lot of his customers were local in Indianapolis. So yeah, it's not impossible that, you know, somebody from the north side and the south side could fall in love, get together, and find out they're half siblings.
And what do you, when my parents lived, well, where they live now, their old next door neighbor was actually best friends with my boss. It was a really weird story, but that guy was dating his first cousin. And I think they were like it was like a half first cousin, but like it was like kind of like on the hush hush, and like the family was weird when they came around.
Half first cousin?
Yeah, I was. I don't know
I'll
how it
allow
worked.
it. That
There
sounds
was
fine.
some their family tree didn't really branch that
I
much.
need to
Let's
see a
just say
picture, but I'll probably allow it.
that. Yeah, he was an interesting dude.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, like, uh, yeah, I don't know. My mom definitely adopted, but I don't know. We don't know anything about her family line. With all these Thompsons out here, I mean, I have yet to date someone with the last name of Thompson.
That's good.
Yeah, I would probably like, but how far back? But when I was on, this was years ago, when I was on the dating apps, I did match with one of my cousins. Like he showed up as like a match, and we don't have the same last name, and I almost like kind of felt like freaking him out and like swiping whatever like to accept it.
That would have
But I
been funny.
didn't.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? No, we're just gonna. It's like, you know what, dude? At least we know our family background. Let's just go for
Yeah.
it.
What's the worst that could happen?
I don't know. One of our kids ends up with like one eye in the middle of his forehead or something.
That's true.
Maybe that skips a generation, though. Maybe like we don't have to worry about it.
That's one way to find out.
How did we get there?
I don't know. We're going to talk about a knife in about 15 minutes. So,
Well, no, we were talking about Chavez. We were talking about Chavez. Yes, we have.
stop with all these northerner jokes. They're getting too close to home.
What are you, Minnesota? Or was that Rick?
That was Rick.
Minnesota. Land of 10,000 lakes?
That's what they say.
How big are these lakes? Puddles?
They're not.
County.
They don't brag about the size of the lakes. They brag about
It's
the
not
number,
about size. It's about.
but they do border Lake Superior, and that's a decent sized pond.
We're literally two peninsulas. Talk about my aunt was traveling one time, and like the lady at the airport, she's like, she looks at her and she's like, "Oh, you're from Michigan. Y'all don't have very good beaches up there." It's like, it's the whole state is a beach.
Did you go like this?
Yeah. See this? Guess what's surrounding this? And then this. Guess what's surrounding that?
Andrew, our show curator, is really tying it all together. We got Chavez leads to Medford's junk, leads to cousin loving, leads to logical. Yeah.
And the special sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's how my brain works.
It just makes sense.
Then they moved to a desert in LA.
Are you keeping up with the Crucible closing and the steels being redone by others? Are you keeping up with that?
I try to, but I don't know where to get the good information because you look it up and it's just like, oh, they closed in January, whatever. Yeah. I know Niagara is making some stuff and keeping the names, is it?
So Crucible was the refinery where the steel was made.
Yeah.
Right. So
and
Crucible and Aristeel and Carpenter and Bowler, those are the places that literally take the ore and turn it into steel, right? Okay. Or wherever they get the steel. So sometimes we don't go all the way back to ore, we go back to recycled materials. Mm-hmm. But they're the ones that are making the steel. But the steel that they make comes in giant billets. And we saw, you missed it because you were offline, but Sean Houston started posting what those billets look like of 15V. And it looks like a giant Fig Newton if it weighed 4,000 pounds. That's what it is. It's a giant Fig Newton of steel. Well, that is what goes to Niagara.
Okay.
So Niagara doesn't make the steel, they shape it.
Okay, gotcha.
So what Niagara has is they have rollers and they heat this thing and then they run it through the rollers and they squish it and smush it into sheets, and then the sheets are sold on the market.
Okay.
They could probably make rods and beams and things like that too, but I don't know if that's what they do. Largely, they're just processing it into sheets and into like bars. But Laren Thomas recently posted a video where he tested the Aristeel MagnaCut, and he compared the results that he got from Aristeel to the Crucible, and what he found was that it was performing better. So the hardness was tracking better, the edge retention was a little better, and then also the toughness was better. So I think all three of those things that we care about, all three of them were testing better from Aristeel. So it seems to me that Crucible probably closed for a reason. They weren't able to make a go, right? And Aristeel is still here, so that tells me that they're doing something right, and perhaps their systems are more modern, or they have better equipment, what have you. But for Laren to get a better result from what should be the same steel is interesting. I think.
Yeah,
I want to see more testing and see what else we find, but that's interesting. It would be neat to see people. It'd be neat to see people test other steels like 35VN and 30V and see what they find.
Is Magnamax still big? Are people still talking about that?
So people are still talking about it, but it really isn't. It's not available to be purchased in knife form yet. Knife makers are still getting the steel so that they can work with it, right? I don't know if the Magnamax, Andrew would know the answer to this. Is the first Magnamax on the market, is it from Crucible or is it from Aristeel? I don't know. A Crucible slab was 1,300 pounds, and usually 5 inches by 11 inches, depending on grade.
Wow, that's crazy.
So I've seen pictures of knife makers posting the Magnamax, and they usually have a bar of it, and they'll go, "I got some," but that seems to be about as far as it's gone.
Yeah, and then Spyderco and ProTech got some, right? I know ProTech did.
So Magnamax at Blade Show last year was Crucible. So that means the Magnamax Mule would have been a Crucible knife. Magnamax this year will likely be Aristeel. Okay, so that means Crucible actually literally made a batch of it, and they had to run through it all.
Yeah.
So we should see another delta there, right, where the Crucible tests here and the Aristeel tests somewhere else.
Okay.
Vulcan dropped some knives with Magnamax today.
Do you think it'll outshine MagnaCut?
So you have to think about the properties that you care about in the knife, and that should fork in the road about whether you choose one or the other.
Right.
So Magnamax is not as tough as MagnaCut. It just isn't as tough. It's still very stainless, but the edge retention is incredible.
Right. That's what I've been seeing.
Right. MagnaCut is rather tough. It's rather tough steel. It's also very, very stainless, and the edge retention is better than other tough steels that are stainless. So when you look at steels like LC200N, which is a really tough and very stainless steel, or AEBL, MagnaCut has a little bit superior of an edge retention to those other very stainless steels. So you get all the stainlessness that you would want from a lower performing edge retention, and you get the benefit of having the toughness of a tool steel. So MagnaCut is probably the better choice for a knife like a field knife or some sort of bushcraft knife, or broadly speaking. Whereas the Magnamax is going to give you the cutting performance of like a really awesome PM2, but it will also be stainless.
Okay. Yeah. That's kind of what I would prefer Magnamax from what I'm seeing.
Right. So like if one of them is an F350, then the other one is a Mustang. They're both fine. They're both great. Like they're both like, and you can make an argument all around each of them, but what do you want from your vehicle? The same is true for your steel.
It's like Gene says, application is everything.
Application is everything, Sarah.
Application.
MagnaCut is stainless 4V. Magnamax is closer to stainless 10V. Correct. So it really just depends on what you want from your knife. I think if I were making fixed blades and my marketing strategy was to go after campers and outdoorsmen and, like Essie probably shouldn't look at Magnamax. They should really look at MagnaCut.
Yeah.
It just suits like they market a durable, tough as shit knife, and
Hmm.
that's the steel they should pick.
Yeah, SC makes a good knife. But yeah,
They do.
MagnaCut would be better for their application.
ProTech is releasing a couple at Blade this year. That's awesome.
Hmm.
What's up, Louie? I saw some at Lehigh Valley Knife Show as fixed blades. Yeah. So SE has been using 1095 forever, and then they started using I think 35 VN as an alternative because everybody is criticizing them from their armchairs about their 1095, and I think points can be made that 1095 is fine, but it's not. It doesn't excel at much. They make it work, which is fine. But I think if I were to pick a survival knife, I think I would want a little more stainlessness with my knife, and 1095 is pretty far from that. You all right?
Yeah, I'm just getting a little tired.
Waiting on a pizza?
No, my roommate, I'm just making sure that she's going to be, hey, what's up, Blessed?
Creeley blades, yeah. So guys, Millie Club, Creeley's in the group. You want to ask him questions? He's in there. He responds when you tag him. So super knowledgeable guy. He's been testing and evaluating blade steels for a long, long time. Good guy. Well, Sarah, should we wrap it up?
Probably. I got to let that dog out.
Yeah. I added the Blade Show map thing to the featured post at the top of the group. So
Okay.
if you want to go check it out, it's pretty cool.
Okay, thank you.
Give you a game plan.
Yeah, because I try to get a game plan like by typing it out, but that's way better.
I usually spend the morning in line talking to everybody about where they're going, and then that changes my opinion about where I'm going.
Well, I talk to everybody, and then I just end up like in orbit. Like I like do the same thing, Pro Tech, and then you walk past Benchmade, and then Kershaw, and it's just like, yay, boring.
Well, travel safe. Hope you have a smooth sailing.
Yeah.
The weather is supposed to be like last time I checked. It's supposed to be clear for the travel days, but then Friday morning there's a chance of rain. Not happy about that. Let me check right now. I sure hope we don't have to deal with crappy weather. Ooh, it's looking clear now. Friday's looking clear.
It better.
Yeah. 85, Africa hot.
Oh yeah, we'll be fine though. It was like 80 today here. Do you ever go to the show on Sunday? Because normally I'm leaving Sunday morning, but I'm staying a little bit on Sunday.
I have. Most everybody's wore out. Their voices are gone. The drinkers are all like hung over 3 times over, and they're miserable. Most of the makers that I like have run out of inventory, so they've already left.
Okay.
I would think that Blade Show has requirements about like you have to stay. I've caught Bill Koenig run out of knives Saturday morning, and then Saturday afternoon he's still sitting at the booth, and I think that has to do with Blade Show. They want to offer a show, right? And they're telling everybody it's 3 days, and if everybody leaves after they're out of inventory, then there's not much to show, right? So,
I love the smaller shows though because like we'll be done like Sunday. You can't start cleaning up until 4. Yeah, dude, I'm boxing knives up at 2 at least.
You know who does that is Strider. Strider sells out by 11 a.m. Friday, and they're gone. They leave their glass cases behind. They just go get drunk or something.
They're trying to forget their mistakes.
They're trying to forget their discharge.
For PTSD. I'm sorry. No, I'm not laughing about that. I'm just saying the lies.
Yeah.
Yeah, we won't go down that route.
Yeah, Andrew's right, though. Great deals can be found on Sunday. If you walk those little tables with those handmade guys,
yeah,
the little mom and pops, they don't want to take it home.
I'll take it home.
So, yeah, you can get some good deals.
Ooh, Stroop knives, too. They're in the running for me to get a knife from them. I like that team.
Stroop? I don't know Stroop.
Yeah, somebody like I walked up to them yesterday and they're like, "Yeah, somebody just said we should talk to Sarah from Knife Hub." And I was like, "What's up, guys?" Like I'd
Oh,
stalk all their knives if I could.
nice.
Yeah.
I want to get over to Grimsmo and check out the integral. Last time I saw one, it was a prototype. And I want to now that they've made a couple hundred of them, I want to hold one of the new ones.
Yeah, you're gonna be busy.
Got a lot of people to see.
Yeah. Yeah, I do too.
Shake
I
the
don't
babies,
know.
kiss the hands.
What?
Shake the babies, kiss the hands.
Yeah, I don't know who I'm gonna be seeing though, because it's all I only know like Instagram and YouTube handles, so I just like they know me and it's just exposed. Just if you shout out my name, shout out like I come in peace so that you don't make eye contact with my piece. Just turn and draw. Just the training kicks in.
Yeah.
The deck.
She's not scratching her belly, folks.
Yeah,
She's
just like might
reaching
run a
for the
bill
cow.
drill real quick on you. Just
Yeah.
like, so sorry. Is he gonna be okay? Maybe I should leave the guns home. No, I'm kidding.
If I were you, I would put snake shot in the first shot.
Can you imagine? Yeah, taste the cow.
Just pepper them. Yeah,
Utter chaos breaks out in Atlanta.
taste the cow.
Can you
That's hilarious.
imagine? Oh, that's terrible.
Well,
No,
thanks
I'll
for
be
joining
fine.
tonight. I'm glad we
Yeah,
can do
thanks
this.
for inviting. Yeah.
You're a force of nature. You're a powerful force in the community. It's hard to get you nailed down, and I'm glad you made the time. So
Well, thanks for having me on.
absolutely. Well,
See you in less than a week. And
yeah.
Seth, don't forget to send in your coffee order day of.
Coffee. Yep.
Coffee.
And that's about all for now. Guys, thanks for watching. I hope you have a nice evening, and we'll talk to you later.
See you at Blade.
Yeah, see you at Blade. Peace out.
Peace out.
Say stay moist.
Stay moist.
Stay moist.
Ugh.